We have officially arrived in Hue, Vietnam, a city of ghosts and resurrections. In this video, we're exploring a city of massive contrast, where beautifully restored history sits right next to places that are still forgotten. We're taking you from the towering walls of the rebuilt Imperial Palace and a legendary bowl of Anthony Bourdain's approved Bun Bo Hue soup straight into the places time left behind. From ancient emperors to abandoned dragons, let's dive into the old, the new, and the wild sides of Hue.
We're walking now to the ticket booth to get our admission tickets so we can explore this ancient imperial palace.
The reason why we chose this place first is because it's a block away from our hotel and it's a short walk to here. So this is going to be our morning excursion. And it's one of the main things you have to do in Hue. It's the Imperial City. I mean...
Come on.
And we're inside. Welcome to the Imperial Palace.
Whew, you can feel the heat here. It's definitely a sunny day, very hot. But the place is beautiful. The whole palace is very beautiful. And they actually did this in 1804. They did this as a palace for the emperor, and then during the war here, this got a massive hit. It got destroyed pretty bad. And they rebuilt it in 1993, and now is a heritage museum, pretty much, of the Nguyen or Dinh dynasty. This is a massive complex in the heart of Hue. And that's because for 140 years, Hue was the capital of Vietnam.
This whole complex, the Imperial City, takes around 2 to 3 hours from what I read. So it's like an all morning thing. But I think we're gonna be here for maybe about an hour and a half because it's a little bit hot. I'm sweating already.
The whole complex, I feel like it looks a little bit older than what it actually is because it was finished in the 1800s. This whole palace was built by the last dynasty here in Vietnam and definitely before it got colonized by the French. So it's probably the last palace built by the last dynasty here in Vietnam. We're on the way back to the hotel. The heat is getting worse and worse, so we're gonna change into shorts, something more light, because apparently you need to have long pants to go in one of these temples.
So after we change, the next stop we're going to is the Don Ba Market, which is the oldest and largest market in Hue. And there you can find clothes, you can find food, and it's a 10-minute walk from where we are right now.
We made it. Now let's go inside to see what we can eat.
Okay, we've got fruits and veggies, mainly fruits here. Right now, we're pretty much finding a lunch spot. A lot of shrimp and seafood. I think over here, we'll find a little bit more food. This is almost like a food court market here. Would you like some intestines? Wow, is that a heart? Some interesting stuff we got here. We're going to be finding a stall that Anthony Bourdain went to when he visited the Dong Ba market here. And it's a soup that he ate with, unfortunately, pig's foot. We're gonna see if we can find the stall and we might try it. Okay, here are the stalls. We found them. We just need to find that specific one.
Oh, there he is.
Oh my gosh, we found it. All right, we got a coconut water. Very fresh. But what we're gonna get is the Bun Bo Hue on this menu, and that's the beef noodle soup. But I think it still has pig leg from what Google says. Can we get one?
Bun Bo Hue, một.
Bun Bo Hue.
Yeah. Yes, please. All right, we got it. Yep, it definitely does have pork foot. Okay, this looks like, okay. What is this? Pork? I'm gonna put this sauce on it. Looks good.
It's good. Like bacon.
Yeah, I'd rather not know what part of the pork it is, but it's good. Now for the soup that Anthony Bourdain apparently said was the best in the world. Pretty solid.
Is it good?
It's like a light flavor. Not too strong, but it's still very good.
It is spicy for me.
Spicy? Oh, you probably got some spice in that bite. Oh yeah, I got some spice.
So everything was 120,000, which is $5 pretty much. Now let's get out of here because we have another place to go.
Okay, so we just hopped in a taxi, a Grab, and now we're going to a gladiator type arena where apparently elephants and tigers used to battle. It was built in the 19th century. Alrighty.
Come on.
We made it. We're here. It looks very cool, actually.
See if we can get inside.
Cooler than I thought. All right, so a quick history about this place is that when they did have the tiger and elephant fights, it would usually be in open fields and near the Imperial Palace in the Perfume River. But one of the fights, a tiger escaped and started swimming towards the emperor's boat and almost attacked the emperor. So the emperor ordered this to be built so that it would be a safer environment for the humans to watch the animals fight. So that's why this is standing today.
Guess this is where they had the tigers. So that big door was probably for elephants, and then they had this door here for tigers.
It's pretty intact.
It's not that old though.
Like it's in good shape.
It's only like 200 years old.
And no one messed with it. The weather is brutal. We're sweating a lot. But now we're heading to the incense making village, which is very good for photos, very colorful from what I've read. So I'm very excited to see this because I feel like I've seen a lot of pictures of this place. Is it like lemongrass? Oh, so these are bamboo. These are actual incense. Okay, from what I'm understanding, she uses this like powder or these cinnamon, like spices pretty much, and she mixes it with water and it becomes like a paste type dough-like substance. And then she rolls it into the bamboo incense, or it makes an incense. And then you burn it, and that's where the smell comes from. That's my understanding. It might not be completely correct, but based off of what I'm getting from her. The pretty colors you see in the photos, they're just bamboo sticks. They're not the incense themselves. They add that substance to create the smell. We were just given these hats by the ladies to wear for photos here. This village is pretty much a street of stores like this with all of these colorful bamboo sticks.
Let me tell you, it does smell good. And sometimes I have issues with strong smells like incense. It gives me like a headache, but this is pretty good.
Yeah, we would buy some, but we don't have enough room in our luggage. We are going to tip them for being so nice and showing us how they make it. But there's multiple shops down this street that have all photo spots. So it's a really good photo spot if you just want some pretty photos.
Now we're moving to the next site.
Yeah, we saw this cafe and it looked really cute. And it reminded me, one of the main things we had to try here in Hue was salt coffee because it was actually invented here. So we're gonna be trying salt coffee for the first time.
Okay. Cacao
Okay.
cacao kem
Okay.
shot cafe.
And chocolate, maybe? Okay, so we got our salt coffee. Let me show you. So it looks like cacao, he said, like maybe condensed milk or cream of some sort, and then chocolate and coffee, of course. It almost tastes like hot chocolate and coffee together. It's good. I mean, I thought it was gonna be salty, but it's not really salty.
It's not that sweet either.
So this next stop is one of the main reasons why I wanted to go to Hue, and I've seen a lot of pictures and a lot of videos of it, and it just looks very, very cool. So we shall see how it looks in person. This is the drop-off spot, but we actually have to walk all the way to the end of the lake. That's where the cool spot is. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but we'll work off some calories from that coffee. There she is. There's the dragon. Welcome to the abandoned dragon water park. I'm not going to try to pronounce the name, but this is what I've been wanting to see in Hue for a while now, and it looks just as cool in person. I don't even know where to start. Let's start with the bathroom. It's dark in here. There's graffiti everywhere. I guess we go upstairs. All right, here we go. The spiral staircase.
Well, it's abandoned. Clearly.
It's like a maze in here. Oh, we can go up even more. We just gotta find the stairs. There's a lot of like twists and turns in here. So like you can't really, it's very hard to imagine what it was like before it was abandoned. We got the tail, but inside the tail we have something. I'm sure this is really creepy at nighttime. All right, we're trying to get up there. So I think it's this stairwell. Oh man, it smells like pee. People have definitely gone to the bathroom in here. And of course, a spiral staircase up. We made it. Ooh, that's a little bit high. Saw it. I'm glad we saw that. There was a lot of people taking pictures, but I think it was still worth it to go because it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
And I read that was a guard here that you have to pay like $1 or $2 to get in, but we didn't have to pay anyone. It was $0 for us.
Free activity.
Free activity, at least today. All right, we made it back to our homestay for the night.
It was a long day.
Yeah, it was a full day, but we're gonna call it a day because we're very tired. All right, well, that's it for the day in Hue, Vietnam.